This wind is crazy. I can barely stand up here. I'm having to use this trig point as a support. It must be gusting 40, 50 mile per hour up here. Welcome back everyone. I have just left a place called the Spittal of Glen Shee here in the Scottish Highlands, and I'm here to tick 3 more Munros off the list and hopefully find a nice spot to camp high up in the mountains. Come along for the adventure. The first mountain I'm heading towards is sort of in that direction, and you can see there's just a little bit of snow clinging to the tops of the hills. It looks like I've got maybe a mile of road walking to start off the trip, but I'm following alongside this river and there's blue skies, so I cannot complain. For a bit of context, this is being filmed exactly 1 week after my last adventure, and if you watch that video you'll know that the whole place was covered in snow, and as you can see now there's hardly any snow, only really at the highest tops there's just a little bit clinging on. And there's actually been a sort of 10-degree temperature swing. It's currently, I think, 8 degrees Celsius, and it was well into the negatives last week, which is pretty mental to think about how quickly the weather can change here in Scotland in the winter. But it means it's a bit warmer for me, and it's going to be a bit more comfortable tonight when I'm camping. I've decided to cut across this field here and head for that trail there, which sort of runs along here and joins onto the path that I'm hoping to be on. And that sort of castle looking type building in the distance is Dalmunsey Hotel, which looks pretty cool, I can't lie. Ooh, I'm actually too warm. So much warmer than last week. Gonna need to take a layer off. Oh, that feels infinitely better. I was actually overheating a little bit there. I've climbed my way up to about 450 metres above sea level. I think I started at 300, but that was quite a steep start. But I suppose it gives me a little bit of a head start on the hill. I think I'm going up to like 1,050 today, so still got a good chunk to go. The weather is getting nicer the further I go, which is ideal. I'm heading towards this group of mountains, and I think tomorrow I'll be coming back down that glen, which looks beautiful. And there's the Dalmunsey Hotel down there. You can see little golf course, proper posh, and look at the views down the glen. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, I'm guessing the views are going to be even better the higher we go, so let's do it. Look how much darker this is. Just entered into a little woodland, and the difference in light is just insane. I love a forest as much as the next man, but get me back out in that sunshine. It really does make such a difference. I really need to just read the map contour lines. I thought I'd get a bit of a head start and come up to this path I'm on right now, because the actual path is like somewhere down to the right here. And this is 500 metres. I've climbed all the way up, and now I'm descending back down to the path I was meant to be on. So this has been a pointless climb. Oh well, we'll call it the scenic route. The scenic route is pretty scenic, to be fair. Look at that view. Wow, that is just stunning. And I'm going to be following that river, and that must be the path on the other side of it down there. But just look at those views. That is just amazing. sketchy. Gonna get wet feet. The wind's picking up a little bit, but it's been a really gradual start. The track is really good, and you can probably actually see it winding its way all the way to the top over there. Been following this river, and the views behind me are stunning down the glen. But you could pretty much drive a car up this road. It's genuinely that good. You know what, I might actually just head back and get my car, just drive it up. Might save me some time. Nah, I'm only kidding. One, my car would not get up this, and two, I think I'll just stick to the walking. A lot more enjoyable. It looks like it's going to get a lot steeper, to be fair, because I've still got 500 metres to climb, and when it starts zigzagging, which it does there, you know it's getting pretty steep. So yeah, let's do it. I'm not even kidding, this is literally 2 minutes later and I'm having to cross a river. I can't see any bridge or anything further up, so I think I'm going to do the sensible thing this time and take these boots off before I cross that river. Right, let's do this. Just pretend that I haven't already crossed the river to set up the camera. This is a completely authentic river crossing going on here. Oh, that is so cold, especially a second time. Oh man, that was not warm. I'll tell you that for free. Right, let's get these socks and shoes back on. My feet are freezing. You have got to be kidding me. Oh my god, you could not write it. Another river crossing. About less than 100 yards from the other one. Oh man. Right, let's see if I can find a way to cross this without taking my shoes off. This bit here looks doable. That rock to that rock, and then we're golden. Just try not to slip. Whew. We made it. Oof. It's getting steeper now as well. Just winding my way up the hill. Oh, this looks like a lovely spot for a wee break with the sun shining just behind me. It might not be that steep, but every Munro is tough, it's true, so take a wee break. Absolutely lovely view down the glen here. That's beautiful. The river flowing through the middle of it. People often ask me what I eat and drink when I'm doing these adventures, and I try to stay as healthy as possible, and that's why I've decided to partner with a company called Holy. Holy is the first real alternative to unhealthy energy drinks on the market, which means you can gain an advantage on days when you're tired and have the peace of mind that what you're drinking is natural and good for you. One of my favourite flavours is pomegranate piranha, which tastes really fruity. You don't get that artificial sweetener taste that you get with other energy drinks. And another one of my favourite things is it comes in these little sachets, but you can also get it in big tubs if you want it for home. But these are perfect for out hiking. I can just pop them in my bag and use them whenever I want to. It's super easy to make. You literally just pop one of the sachets in, fill it up with 500 millilitres of water, and you're good to go. Give it a wee shake to make sure all that goodness is mixed up, and then you're ready to go. Oh, so fruity. Oh, I just demolished that. That was so nice. It's just so fruity. And that should give me the energy to get up this hill. If you want to try Holy, they're currently doing a starter set which gives you 7 different flavours to try. And if you use the code SUMMIT, you'll get £5 off your first order and SUMMIT5 for 10% off all future orders. If that sounds like something you're interested in, out of breath here, I'll leave a link in the description and you can check it out. Thank you to Holy for supporting the channel, and I hope you like it as much as I do. Oh my days, what a view that is. That's something else. I'm not sure what mountain that is, but I can see the summit cairn. And the views behind me are just getting even better as well. Let's get up to the top of this mountain. The weather's just got so much better, the views are going to be insane. You wouldn't believe the snow all of a sudden. Gonna need to stick my crampons on, it's just too dangerous. Yep, I don't blame you if you switch off the video after that. The worst joke in the history. Super windy up here now. You can see why nothing grows. It's just so exposed to the elements. Stunning views. Gonna be an amazing sunset. Got that sort of hazy glow to the sky, and I believe that right there is the first mountain. Not too far. This wind is just relentless, and you can see the sun is getting pretty low in the sky, but I'm nearly there. Oh yes, you can see the trig point. Holy wind. Oh man, I've reached the top. The views are absolutely insane, but this wind is mental. This wind is crazy. I can barely stand up here. I'm having to use this trig point as a support. It must be gusting 40-50 mile per hour up here. I'm about to lose my hat as well, it's getting blown off. This is crazy. I don't know how much of this you can hear, but this is the current situation. I'm currently kneeling down behind this trig point, because it's giving me a bit of shelter from the wind. Look at that. Beautiful. It's so windy. Right, a couple more minutes and then I'll head. This is definitely some of the strongest winds I've experienced at the top of a hill. Thank God for this trig point, it's a great shelter. That's me got the tent pitched, and it feels absolutely amazing, to be honest. I found a great spot by this lock-in, which was where I intended to camp in the first place, which is ideal. I'm up at about 800 metres above sea level, but it's actually relatively sheltered here. I think there's because there's just bigger mountains all around me. There's just the odd wind gust, but nothing too bad. Actually, the last time I was here, I camped pretty close to the spot I'm camping at right now, and it was one of the windiest camps I've ever done in my life. And that's why I didn't do these 3 mountains that I'm doing. Doing 1 today and 2 tomorrow. But yeah, I've been to a wee nearby stream and filtered some water and filled up my holy bottle, so hopefully that's enough. That's like a litre or so to last me the night. And I'm now going to get on some food because I am starving. Instead of using oil or fry light, I've decided to bring some butter just because it's easier to carry. So I'll pop that in and see how it does. That seems to be working quite well. And now for the big reveal of what I've got for dinner. I have got haggis. Not traditional haggis, but some sliced haggis. And it's nearly Burns night, so I thought that was pretty fitting. Let's get these bad boys on. So for anyone wondering what haggis is, it's a traditional Scottish dish. And I'm not 100% sure what goes into it, but I know it's like the heart, liver and lungs of a sheep. And if you have the traditional version, it's normally encased in the sheep's stomach. So it doesn't sound too appetizing, but I promise you it's delicious and it smells so good. Right, these bad boys look ready. Let's turn this off. Oh man, they smell so good. I can't wait for these. Right, let's give it a wee taste test. Wind's picking up a wee bit now, and my rolls got absolutely destroyed in my pack, but squished roll and haggis. See how it is. Oh man, that's so good. I think I burnt the haggis a little bit, but I'd rather that than get food poisoning. But this is so nice and warm. Pretty cold outside now. This is delicious. What's better than having a roll and haggis high up in the mountains? Having 2 rolls and haggis high up in the mountains. I'm going to absolutely devour this. That first one is so nice. I'm so glad I decided to bring them instead of burgers. Haggis is absolutely unreal. I've actually got 2 more and I've still got some butter left off, so I think I might save them for later on. And as you can see, it's pitch black outside now, so I think I'm going to be stuck in the tent for the next 16 hours. Well, my haggis are ready and I'm quite hungry, to be honest. It's actually 9:30 at night. I somehow managed to fall asleep. I was just listening to a podcast and I drifted off because it's really peaceful here, to be honest. There's pretty much no wind, which is weird because we were forecast sort of like 30 miles per hour, and obviously it was probably about 50 on that mountaintop, but the last couple hours it's just calmed right down. Unfortunately there's no stars, or there is a few stars but not many because there's almost a full moon, which is actually pretty cool in its own right, and I've enjoyed watching that, to be honest. Yeah, it's a bit of a novelty to enjoy that on a mountain. But I'm just gonna enjoy this bit of haggis. Don't have any rolls left, but it's nice and warm, so yeah, this will be nice, and I'll see you guys again in the morning. Well, good morning everyone. I actually had a great sleep last night. The wind died right down just before I went to bed, and it pretty much stayed that way the whole night. It's a little bit windier again this morning. I've just been over there to collect some water and I'm nice and sheltered here, but it is quite windy, so I've got a feeling it's going to be windy on the high tops. But just look at this place with a frozen loching. Absolutely beautiful. You can see my tent just on that little island there. Such a good spot. I thought it might be a little bit exposed, but it seemed to be fine. And look at this. I mean, wow. Incredible. The sun is rising over in that direction. Can't really see it too well, unfortunately, from the tent. But look at this place. Insane. It's a really nice glen, this. Just pretty much untouched in that direction. Absolutely beautiful. This huge path scars the landscape, unfortunately. You can see it just making its way up there. And I think that's the mountain I'm heading up. Just up there. But yeah, apart from that, it feels pretty wild and remote. Beautiful. Making really good progress towards the second Munro. I've actually been able to drop my bag because this Munro isn't out and back, so that'll just save me carrying the weight for an hour is how long it says it's going to take me to get up and down, so that is ideal. And it was quite boggy back there, but it's a lot more rocky now, so this should be a bit easier going. Fairly steep this part, but not too bad. You can see over to the Munro I did yesterday. That is Glastulachlan, I think it's pronounced. It's 1,051 metres tall, taller than the two I'm doing today. And I think the third one is somewhere over there. I've dropped my bag just over there, and the loching is sort of like hidden in here. And yeah, I'm heading up a mountain called Carna Rye. So yeah, not too far to go, maybe 200 metres of elevation. Let's do it. Yes, the summit. Sure that was worth it. Right, 2 down, 1 to go. For anyone wondering, that was Munro 171 for me. So let's go and get number 172. Instantly feeling the weight of the bag. Oh man, this is going to be a lot tougher. Currently skirting round this big lump up to my right. I think that is the third Munro, just over there, so I think I'll actually be able to drop my bags again because it's an out and back. And the views are stunning down into this glen and towards the main Cairngorm mountain range. A lot more snow on them. That is me back down at the Lochan, and it's nice and peaceful here. It's just been too windy for the past wee while to film anything, but I managed to get all 3 Munros done, which is ideal. It leaves me with 110 to go, which is a nice round number, and I reckon once I get below 100 I'll feel like I've taken a decent chunk out of them, because it still feels like I've got so many to go. It really is an amazing place. Lochan nan Uan, I think it's pronounced, and that was the wee bit of land that I camped on last night. And I don't know if you can make it out, it's starting to melt quite a bit over there, which is surprising because it was still frozen last night and it was still pretty cold last night. But what a place, amazing. And I'm heading off in that direction down the glen that I saw yesterday. But yeah, I think I'll enjoy this view for 5 minutes. Something else. If you're interested in checking out Holy, then I'll leave a link in the description, and I'll also leave a link to the last time I visited this area and had one of the windiest camps I've ever had. But that's going to be it from me. I've got about 2 miles along this beautiful glen to make it back to the car. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, all that good stuff, completely free, and it really helps the channel out. And I'll see you guys on the next adventure.